Hello, guys. Yes, it's another episode on After, and today I have Mr.
Isaac Kwame
and Nana Amakunedu. Today I have a young, beautiful lady on the set, and I'm blessed because of the front's blessed. All right, so today on After, this program is sponsored by Royal Express Delivery and Logistics. Guys, if you are looking for a good delivery service, then you need to contact them now. This is After. And your topic you discuss on there. Yes, sir, obe so o partner ahwe. Ana se obe pranke no. We there a trend on social media ye pa. But before I make a story no, maybe sir Ike. Yes, sir, obe so o partner ahwe ana se obe pranke no. Is it okay to do that?
I think I'm okay with both.
You're okay with
both?
Both?
Depending on the circumstance.
Depending on the circumstance. Yeah. All right. Ama.
With the testing, yes. But the prank, no.
With the testing, yes. Okay. With the prank, no. Okay. So this is the story that I want us to discuss. And let's see whether it is okay to test your partner or to prank him. One guy in a broken heart. No, yes, okay, near. Uncle Chamfa Hobako. Okoye no ba no kunya no afidie akwakodo no. Okodo no ose opeso oye no ye den oware sa oba no. Wetimi abomoden ma oba no asesa fi. Ebra na obo ni nyina mu se ombo ahyawo bra ne biem. Kohwi bra no ombo biem. With girl na timi yusu ne experience aboa gan na magan na ba afi wa ba benyi sika. Wetimi asosidi e change girl no. Girl ne se onko back to the streets. Prostitution onko PM. Guy no nya sika no so person worry girl no, but still na on shedanje lady ni ndisa say we jai prostitution no kra even though odo pa no. Nti ene etisa de obe test no wahwe. Nti one ne nkofo hyehye ho say omonche ne say waye he is involved into money laundry. O succeed ye. Omochi ni tum omo frɛ girl no e baaye girl no etete because ono so aba double ni yi pa or try all the ways and means a betimi de agya boy no, but omo say da bi se case no betimi yi mpo e de aba omo die mu se enko quarter I say we tua over 10 billion and sana ometimi e di case ni mpo aba no mo mfa ne enko court. Girl no are desperate oni obi or running to wakone namfufu nyina ho say ohia this kind of amount of money na the boyfriend if you do that situation mu a obetimi etua momo back obi ase ontimi emboa no days omo de man nyina ka one day pe na afi court no omo de akoko de no court de na omo jail in streets odobo ani yipa on pese obeden omo de boy ne be court because court de omo jail in streets. The last solution nya ne say alaji bi say obeboa no na ansa na obemma ne sasika no age say one na da ansa oni option bia afi okoye one alaji ni dai enya sika no or this can ba police station ho otua sika na ana boy ni pie say na o test na hwe say odonampa say yewo na to wa. How are you going to do? Are you going to accept the guy back and continue with the relationship, or you quit the relationship?
I'll quit.
I have not been microphone no akasa.
Sorry, I'll quit.
You quit. I didn't hear.
If you say I didn't see now or test me and I say and no way can share that testing so as a prank a woman kakra. Because I didn't know when him say I didn't no cry. We see we know mama go through because Emma, when it comes to lava, and Yama be because of Odono. Ya na ebrajin into asieso. Inti she or how I would ma fema fe the letter the crona men pese me beam. Mama makwakoye. Me the scanning so by or say send a dinner we in our so much. I'm like, no still now that means I won't trust me. Inti, yeah, I won't date you again. Now go.
Ike.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to ask, is there any difference between the prank and the test? Because what metric is the guy using to measure if it was a success or it was a failure, because the girl in that circumstance did what she could to get the money for the guy. So the guy at the other end, you have your money, you have your freedom. Does it mean the girl has done everything she could to prove her love to you? That's why you're out of jail? Or is it because she went back to the life she used to live to get the money for you? So difference in the what's the measure of success here?
All this is because menjewundi. Like I don't really trust that you've changed for me.
Okay.
So will you go that extent, even though you've changed someone from his bad character? Will you go to that extent? Say, even though I still don't trust you, I have to test you that to that extent. Say, you have to sleep with somebody before you get a solution for me.
For the guy, I don't know. Maybe if he'll be proud that the lady was able to raise the money for him to get out of jail, then that's fine. But I don't know how he'll sleep at night knowing that the allergy did what he had to do to get the money. But if it comes to the point where she was so low that she had to go to the life she's left for so long to raise the money, for the lady, it's going to be a little bit of like an emotional damage for her, because she had to like really go back to her past to do that for you, and that speaks volumes, right? Not everybody can do that. So for a person to go that low to get somebody she really cares for out of danger, I think it's a pass. But if the guy is going to be selfish to say that because this lady went back to her past life to get me out of trouble, so I'm not going to go ahead to marry her, then that's a big no. It's a big cheat on the girl's part.
That's a big cheat. Okay, so let's look at the other side. So what if the guy says, okay, I have accepted. You continue with the relationship. And it happened that she got pregnant. Would you accept her plus the new baby?
Chai. Well, that's the consequence of your prank or your test, because you called for it. So you lay the bed, you lie in it.
You lay the bed?
You lie in it.
Okay, so what if he said that, okay, you've gotten pregnant, then I'm not ready to take care of anyone's child?
The allergy,
you as a lady,
the
what are
allergy
you
is
going?
fully capable of taking care
How
of
sure
it.
are you?
Well, if the allergy says, I don't know who the allergy is, but any allergy has money. So I don't think an extra baby or an extra child is going to be a problem for him. But for you, the guy, are you really going to let a trustworthy person go? I mean, let's put the baby aside, right? She had to go back to her past, lie down in a stranger's room, to have sex, to raise the money to take you out of jail. Now, because of your prank, she had to do that.
Yeah.
And the consequence she has to face is that she got pregnant trying to get you out of jail.
Good.
And now that you are out and you say it's a prank, she still lives with the consequence of trying to get you out of jail, trying to prove that she loves you. And you are saying that because she went that extra mile for you, you are not going to take care of her or the baby. That's wickedness.
That's wickedness.
It's wickedness. Seriously.
That's wickedness.
It's very, very wicked.
I don't think it's wickedness though. But I wouldn't know why you have to test your partner if you really loved him or her.
Some people have trust issues
So
and insecurities.
okay, having trust issue or security issue, should it, encourage you to do it? But if you are you accept the fact that you want to test somebody, after a test, you must accept the result. You must accept the result. So whatever that comes out of that result, you have to accept it and
You have
continue.
to accept it. Yeah.
So why is it that when it turns out to be a bad result, they want to exit?
KJ, that's a question for you. Why do you want to escape when the result is negative, but you accommodate when the result is positive?
This thing that we are talking about, it's actually goes down to recently the DNA that happens.
Yeah.
It goes down to that because me Jimmy this akolai die meba mami koye DNA. They go ahead, they do DNA, and then you find out that what they are, and they go crazy.
Of course, they have a reason to go crazy. If you go looking for trouble, you find trouble.
So you must accept the trouble.
Yes, so accept it. I'm not saying the guy should be happy with whatever results there is, but he went looking for trouble. He wanted to test, and then he found out. So he should have asked himself from the beginning that whatever the result is, am I ready
to accept
before going?
Okay, so Amma, let me come to you too as well. Would you test your guy with your best friend?
No.
Why?
No.
Why? Bema.
For what? No.
To see whether he loves you and then.
I know my man. Though but me yes I'm mistaken.
Onye.
Me minima me oba. Nti minima me.
Will you bet on your boyfriend?
Never.
You will not bet.
Hey.
Will you prank your boyfriend?
No.
You will not prank.
No.
Betting, pranking.
No.
It's a no.
Hey. Na me koye na me best friend ko so ne hwe. Na me ko no ma me yebe. Me trust me ni adamfo.
Uni adamfo. Okay.
Yeah.
Na
me share wa me se menua no. Ti se menua no na be di me bone a. Me ni adamfo.
Okay, so if your boyfriend a testel, your boyfriend a testel, let's all find out say what testel will you continue with the relationship or you exit?
Okay, it be depend on the kind of ABR test or testing. Say ABR me name ABR obe so much share. Say ABR me ne be ma foforo obe it depend.
Okay, so what testel say wa bet wo wechi say oh ne girl dear say ka one ene ono ne best friend wo dem pa dear dear ne best friend be bia on fa man weda but why wo so ntimi anse wakono so one the best friend na we later we find out say mo we even though ne boy no banto kwa ba mu ntem e mo ka say that day no test no year no we ampa let's all find out would you still continue with the relationship or you exit?
Automatically obey me. Inse no kwa de me nko pacho kra me ana meko because obey me once be me hu se won be ma fofo akoda oh that be me nchen kwa ma na me kan chem se we jai
obey
me ameko
simple
yeah
simple
yeah
so in it say then why do we waste our time say yen so be nhwe hu se nipa ko ne do yansa
okay my main bisa question I didn't na ya mema sometimes sorry for me enye mema nyina mema mu bi omutimi hake omo a girl's phone and omo yemo phone for what?
See, I should say, like, young kwana, only di or don't come on.
Now, one of their own chat different girls.
Menos, me ye bema.
Me de me your bar.
Oh, your bar.
Down for Bema.
Who are down for Bema, and I say, funny look, you find a hike here, when you say. So we have to know what is going on with you and all that. No, you see. Remember, know that yeah will protect us. What I say, we have to shield you. So you have to be under our wings. Inti say one shot abani muji na kopre ho.
Ba me hu ne say enye me hu ne say selfish enye. I think now be hacking my phone. Now we reading messages. Maybe I know beside my question, who is this? Into many classmates, many now for many cousins.
My grobi wo me too expensive.
Oh, maybe
cousins. We want on the cousin no bonso no mo kikem.
Me we miss am me hu ne say won trust me. Enti me nim the intia like me continue with because I will trust me. I don't know be hacking my phone because I will come in for phone. Enti I don't know be hacking my phone.
If your guy decides to give you his phone password, will you take it?
Me fanyeshi.
Unfanyeshi.
Hu ni mama koma be me. Enti me fanyeshi.
So hu obisukin.
Me fanyeshi. And one thing be mama be some question. I didn't know. Sebi some worry mpa. Mo den some be save mo year anaasɛ mo girls din ebia with pet name like ebia sweetheart, darling, ebia wifey and abibisa. Now what's a video no? Abna, like Ajwa, Ama.
I have Ike here. Yeah.
But that's your name. If you Abina is Abina.
No, when him say maybe so be seeing Abna ni we ne dimpa. Sweetheart ni we dim. Why na catch you? And then
No, but honestly, I don't have any personal sentiments with storing your name as sweetheart.
No,
my love. Or with plenty love bubble.
No,
emojis.
chairman, maybe the NSS is so worry me. Me and me save you meeting. Me original message.
That's
No,
fine.
that's you, but no.
What?
Yeah, but
I
No.
saved my baby's name Nico Razum. That means my heart. You like something like that?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll take your number.
Yeah, that's why we are discussing after. Everything is allowed on after.
Chairman, yeah, sometimes you within Amma. Not phone so Amma, yeah, baby. What is that? Wifey. Wait, huntini pano was side check who's a wifey never, who's a original Mrs. Never.
No, but why do you want to feel so proud on your husband's phone? Is that your
Exactly.
business?
No, but also your
No, you were no,
Kobe,
there's something you were talking about
Kobe.
privacy here.
Kobe.
But in this same case,
Because ono so beka se eno na insure do se me do wa edin no me save ya me de ye de
no, that be say open privacy say me call chat mu. Mama hack na me hu de and me gi post on my phone so because remember it's my private phone, it's not your private phone.
No me hu original message and ntokwa besi. No.
And to kwabe ne besi.
Because
that be me ba. Oba ware that be me ba.
I don't me don save my queen.
then
No, I choose no, because no, remember it's my personal phone. So I choose the name I feel it is easy for me to search. Exactly. So that shouldn't be your problem. Then I'm going to hack your phone.
And no quite a mini problem because I mean you'll be chatting.
Unu be chatting. Saying
Hacking family. Because I think now be worry me. Now be saving me the ama.
After giving you the pet name, I'll still put your number on speed dial.
Exactly. And an emergency.
I mean,
yeah.
let's not digress, right? Let's come back to the topic.
Yeah.
Whether I save your name with love emojis or with pet names or whatever, it's still at the core. It still doesn't change if I'm cheating or I'm a good person or not. It doesn't change.
Exactly.
Because I have friends, right? I have friends who have saved their wife's number with 1 billion love bubbles, but still, bro.
That one.
They are my friends. I can't call them out, but what they are doing is wrong.
Still. Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
But on the outside, they look as if they are doing the most. It looks as if they are the best husbands and whatnot. But me being like the fact that they are close to me, I have inside information. They are not what they say.
Okay.
So it's a question I want to ask you. Do you want to be lied to?
No.
So why
exactly?
Why do you want to impose something on somebody that he's not even willing to do in the first place?
Okay.
I think you should allow the person to be themselves around you.
Okay.
Whether maybe you can slowly but surely they will learn that, my wife loves when I call her this. Maybe I should store her name that way. That's fine.
Okay.
That's maturity. That's growth.
Exactly.
But if the person is doing it because if
you are forcing,
you get angry. So let me just do it for her too. Then
yeah, but do you know that? I know, but do you know that it is ladies that makes men cheat? It is the same women. No. It's the same them. No, I'm coming. It's the same them. No, relax. You relax.
Blowing up your comments.
I know.
You'll start blowing up in the comments.
I know. But it's the same them that makes a lot of men here, a lot of men not being truthful, because it's like when you tell them the truth, or if you want to go on plain with them with a plain language, they will not like it. Because if a man is being honest to save your name, Abna, you don't love me. But that man who has saved your number, Abna, will never cheat on you. Okay. But the one that will save your number, heartbeat, they are the same people who will be cheating.
Your heart.
You see,
they will beat your
my queen. Oh,
So
okay.
and they are eating. It's like their fantasy or what they fancy most is how my name is being saved, how my food is being designed. Oh, he likes to. But meanwhile, this same person is the same person that is killing you. So if you want an honest person,
Okay.
don't go by how your name is being decorated on their phone.
Oh, okay.
Honest.
But
I've
you
saved
know,
your number
Kobe,
based on my
sometimes
honesty.
a man be
So-
a trust issue concern. And I'm a bound to say, I'm saying,
See,
man,
Kobe.
what's saving me doing way?
Yeah, you use an iPhone, right?
Yes.
You've seen the settings icon.
Yeah.
Has the settings icon called you before or sent you WhatsApp message?
No.
Yes, but on a lady's phone, she'll be there and Stanbic Bank will be calling her at 12 midnight.
Stanbic.
Settings is sending her WhatsApp message. Settings. Bro, settings. The settings icon, the gear icon, settings is sending her WhatsApp
Wow.
messages. You
is
see,
mind-blowing.
it's all because of security. They want to hide that
They want to
maybe Abina or Kweku or Majwa is texting. Be honest. Save the
honest.
person's name so that if your wife sees or your girlfriend sees it, she can say that why is Mabina calling you? But because he wants to hide or she wants to hide it.
They will use.
That's why Absa is texting her, have you bought the condom? Absa.
You see. I mean, it's if you would, if you save the person's name, let's say Abna Heartbeat, add the person's name so that we know that okay, your sweetheart is called so and so.
Okay.
So we can refer you to. You can be settings. What is settings? I mean,
Bro, there's a guy in my office, right?
Okay.
I don't know whether whoever designed emojis should see that guy and charge him for every emoji he uses. All the girls on his phone, they have emojis attached to their names.
wow.
So even the girlfriend guy, I wonder how she finds, like, is she comfortable? Because any girl that calls him, there's an emoji. Is that water and love and then the cucumber thing, the purple aubergine sign, or love eyes emoji, or love. The guy, even guy's name card, this guy has emojis attached to it.
That is what the
So
ladies
if you are a guy, if you're a girl dating this guy, your heart, because anybody that calls Biano, welcome abeti.
And you see, the ladies, their mind go out of boundary when they see they pick their phone and then they call their boyfriend and they say, oh, heartbeats, and they see the heart emoji.
The love
Like,
emoji.
oh, this guy loves me.
How
Oh.
could be no feeling?
So you see, these are some of the things that the guys, some of the guys have realized that this is what some of the ladies they want, and they created it in a nice way for them, and then they are doing their thing at one side. I think love indeed goes where love is. If you love somebody, you don't need to test that person. If you love somebody, it doesn't matter how you're going to save his number. If you love somebody, how you're going to save his number, how you're going to attach certain things to the name doesn't matter. There's no need even pimping your nose into her affairs. If you love somebody, if you trust somebody, you go in all out for the person. I always tell people, if I love you doesn't mean that I should be asking you, where did he? Sometimes I just get, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you want. Have you eaten?
No,
How's your night?
but on the real, me surround up means immediately.
Oh, Kobe. Is it show how much the person?
I mean,
cares?
there was a conversation on socials that thing is outdated. But honestly, I feel like it's a conversation starter because I can't just text you in the morning and like, hi, Abina. So yesterday, the money no, come on, like, foreplay, talk. Oh, how was your night?
Yeah.
Have you had any breakfast this morning? I can send you brunch if you want. Do you want maybe egg salad with some toast? You see, be romantic. But don't be,
I understand
but
you.
I get where you are coming from. Some
I-
guys actually ask, have you eaten? Whether yes or no, they move to the next question. They don't care.
You see where you are coming from. Oh, my pair off. Say na obi sa no. You are asking intention of say on didi ya you. That is fine. That is cool. You being romantic. But you are asking me, wow, you are not even showing any sign of, I don't know, whether sending or you don't have any intention of.
No, they don't.
I mean,
they don't care. They just ask.
So why do you ask? Why do you ask?
No, it's a list of questions they've written down. So they are just asking. When they watch number 1 is how are you? Then they type and then they send. Number 2, have you eaten? They send. What they don't care about your answer. Number 3, please. How was your you know.
Good morning, how are you? How's your night?
So can the formality be changed?
It can.
How?
Romance is romance. You have to be creative. It depends on the guy.
Okay. So let me ask you. It's a little bit personal. How often do you change your statements in the morning to your guy? One way.
No, normally good. Say maybe me name. Say bia or kwe shuma. Maybe I ankasa. Maybe a good morning. How are you? How's your night? Maybe a obe respond. But normally be my breaker yebe kasa. Okay. My breaker. Onyama break pay yebe kasa. Say because 5 minutes cry yebe kasa. No ebisa where did you have eaten? Or maybe I only did no. Like main friend I am fight Adrian and I said, and so baby, okay, and then me find out a few be say or a cram ubenya monsieur is okay. Maybe okay. Upon one or by yet to say on one on pet chatting into your casa more. Yeah, some more, yeah.
But
yeah.
What's around up? You wake up in the morning. Maybe you have you are married, right? You wake up in the morning because you were late, you were in a rush. So you decided to go to the office very early. And your wife call you after his court end. There's a dispatch person delivering food to you. How are you going to feel?
Charlie, I'll be like the blessed man on earth, honestly. No, but me.
So
I
the
feel,
point is, where did he? Who did he? Who did he as well? Who did he?
And I'm no kind of shit.
But see, ladies, guys, this thing be for change.
I don't say it's so annoying.
It's so annoying.
So
When you're
annoying.
asking me, make sure that you have something that's semekase dabia. You see that thing, so don't ask with accent sake.
If you're a guy and you don't know, you don't have finesse, you don't go and date anybody if you don't have finesse. Be unpredictable if you're a guy. Charlie, my wife, she's always on her toes. She's afraid of me. If I can say that.
Okay.
Because I'm very unpredictable.
Mm.
I can tell her she'll be at work and I just ask her, have you closed? She says yes. I'm like, I'm at the door. I'm at your office in front of your school. I'm picking you up. Don't ask baseless questions. Excuse me to say. Be unpredictable. Be romantic. Be intentional. Right? When you say something, mean it. When you make a promise, keep up.
Keep up.
Don't ask vague questions. Because if you ask a woman, have you eaten? Let her fear that, hey, if I say no, this guy is going to bring me like a whole branch buffet, everything.
You see. So,
but with the Okanoa, you are coming to insult her. And
then Massa.
No, sir.
Or shall say I know if you're online.
No, but be so did about 12.
And now be yare na unim se wundidi. Unti no say one man ko nim se obedidi.
And you are not also making any provision for her to.
Yeah, who say some of the guys are romantic. Yeah, romantic. Into we know, normal.
But you see, normal, but it's something needs to change. I mean, I always say this, all these things that we are discussing, if say majority and surprising your loved ones, like not giving empty promises, like always when you say you deliver, or when you give a promise, you do. Like the example that you cited, you just call your wife, have you close? Yes. If those are the things that you do, there's no need for you even putting her into test in the first place.
True.
You see, the things that we do that led us to, let me prank her and see whether she loves me. Let me prank her and see whether he loves me. we are not doing certain things right. So we go to the extent, okay, I'm not comfortable. Let me do something to see whether I'll be comfortable. You are joking. You've forgotten the foundation and you want to jump into the whole structure. The whole thing will collapse. So when if you don't build the foundation well, then you will struggle.
Yeah, I agree, Charlie. I see. I'm young, but I've had a lot of instances. Right, there's this guy who he's a very honest guy, right, and he decided to date this girl. Now, mind you, this girl is like a bad girl. She's still in the streets, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy knows, but he's still the honest guy that he is. Right? He told this girl, I want us to go out. The girl was like, oh, cool. We can date if you can, only if you can. And he was like, oh yeah, let's give it a try. And anytime the guy makes a promise, he keeps up. But if it comes to the girl, she's always slacking, she's always making excuses. But the guy is always on point. On point. Now it got to a point where now the girl started feeling the weight that why do I have such a good guy and I keep letting myself down in front of him? That's the way she was looking at it. And that's very mature. She's not saying that, oh, because he's a good guy, I'm going to be taking advantage of him. But the guy was consistent. When he says something, he does. When he says, I'll be here at 6, he's there at 6. He says, I'll buy you this at this time, you get it for you. But when it comes to the girl, she kept making up excuses. And it got to a point where now the girl started feeling the weight of the guilt on her, that I can't keep doing this to myself. Because it's not about love again, it's about reputation. It's about what you say. Because mind you, your word is yourself.
Yourself, yes.
Right? What you say, it will get to a point that your word will not mean anything again. So it got to a point that I feeling that weight, that the way I'm behaving, this guy will think I'm worthless. So she started picking up. Now when she makes a promise, she keeps up. To the point where she even changed that. She even didn't know that, hey, I'm now a brand new lady. She stopped talking to all those girls on their list. She started paying more attention to the guy, more focus. And even the guy realized that, hey, now I can see a change in you. When you say something, you hold yourself accountable. And these are the kind of mindsets we need in our community. Not people who like take advantage of people just like that because of love.
I don't call it love. I call it lust. It's what they want. Personally, I don't call it love. Me, I call it lust. After getting what they want, the attitude begins to change. True or false?
True.
So let me ask you, why is it that sometimes you know that this guy, you like him, but you bet last what the man or you penoko?
Maybe I want to say up or like uphill, but I won't know. You are not into him.
But last.
Sometimes and so. Oh, but the AB are fine. Also, when you are like you are not dating, and see, okay, let me give him a try. Nah, the money we are. Maybe a house or quite how. Sometimes somebody they feel for something now. On say obi cry because an neja impo no. On sometimes a ma ebi a you ovulate and a bibisa date ya. One of the day be like libido no very high. One should you could be a own pen. Now don't want command.
Oh, okay.
We are not as a when you home by so be any day no you win.
Libido na high.
And one high.
But if some members you say libido.
Oh yeah, meaning maybe or very high libido, very high. And so dating us seriously, it's
Kwa kana dwe.
Me could date guy be seriously no high libido. Like no that or no better sir. Maybe I just also diet saying now collapse and son of which you know.
Ayeka.
It's
A cup of fee. I'd offer drugs, Anna.
No, open naturally. Yes, you are more high libido. Yeah, you are more. We say be alcohol hospital like bit me am we drew beer. A better sukakra.
So ukunu na ukunu.
Yeah.
But we will end this episode. I will you see ladies first, right? Your last statement on test and then the pranking.
Me want to say test your partner and now pranking. It's not a good thing. So trust now forever, no matter what. by say even crab testing or testing in such a way be say Emma negative like a trust them no negative baby positive. Yeah, I think that would do.
Okay, and I'll go to Ike.
Me, I'm all for test and prank and whatever, provided it's in the right sense. Yeah. If you are with a person, you have a sense. I mean, everybody has instincts. You know whether this person is worth taking the leap for or not. But in a case where you still feel like you are still unsure and you still want to go ahead and prank, make sure you don't do it to the extreme. Some people the only limit, like, don't go too far to the point where the person has to actually bend over backwards for you before you realize that I have to. No, Charlie. Always, I mean, have a limit to everything, right? Don't go to the extreme. You can prank, you can test, you can do whatever, but please have a limit. Everybody has flaws, right? Everybody can fall to anything at any time. So just have a limit. If your partner, if you know that your partner has maybe issue with sex drive, maybe she has a sex, don't go and tempt her with that. Because definitely, if it gets to the extreme, she will fall for it. And then are you going to say that because she fell, she's not worthy? No. So everything has a limit. I mean, you can test it, but don't take it to the extreme. So that's all I have to say.
All right. But I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you at all. Because
You have a weakness.
everybody has weakness.
Exactly. So if I keep testing you with that your weakness till the point where you fall, right? Do I have the right to say you're a bad person?
You don't have the right to say I'm a bad person either. But I think if you do know my weak point, why do you want to test me with my weak point?
Exactly. I can test you with that.
So meaning
To
you
see
don't
if you
care
are
about
strong.
me.
No.
No, meaning you don't care about me.
I still have to test you to see
No,
if you are
you
strong.
don't care about
I
me.
care about you. That's why
You don't
I'm doing
care.
it.
You don't.
Okay.
That next you that you don't.
Okay. Why do you lift weights?
Hmm?
Why do you lift weights?
Why?
Do you lift weights? Why do you go to the gym?
Why do you? Because I want to build up.
Yeah, you don't trust that you're strong.
No, why are you bringing gym in and
No, you don't.
gym
No,
in?
you don't trust
No.
that you're strong.
Okay, I don't go to gym.
You should. If you don't go to the gym,
I don't go to the gym.
sometimes you just have to test yourself to see. You see that okay, I
No,
need work.
I know that I have the muscles, but I want to shape it up.
Exactly. You
So-
mean
so
you
you- so
don't
no-
even trust your shape. You don't like your. You don't like yourself.
Okay, I don't go.
But what I'm saying is that you go to the gym, you find there's the health benefits, but you still want to test yourself to see if you are strong enough. The places where you find yourself like having issues, maybe okay, I realize I can't lift this amount of weight in the gym, so it means that there's a problem somewhere. I need to work out more to get my strength back. But don't go to this gym and then start with 80 kg. But my guy, that's more than cement.
But you
bag.
see, my problem I have with the testing and the pranking is that after the result, they exit. That's where my problem. That's why that's why I'm saying that.
Don't take it to the extreme. If you take it to like the extreme too much, the person will fail. Then at that point,
So
it's
then
not,
why are
it's
you
no more
wasting?
about the
No,
test.
so
It's
then
no
why
more
do-
about the
why
prank.
do you want to? Why do you want to waste your time to even
At that
do
point,
that in the
it's
first place?
witchcraft, my guy. You just want the person to.
So
live your
now
life.
you are dancing my song.
No.
So there's no need.
There's a need.
There's no need to test your partner.
That's
if you truly love the person.
I like the way you're ending it because you're saying there's no need because you don't want to go to the gym. So you say there's no need. If there's a need, you say, okay, I think there's a problem. I need to solve this area of my life. So I'll go to the gym to solve it. But because you don't want to solve it,
So
you're
do
pretending
you-
it's not there and you not go to the gym.
So do you think the solution lies in only in the gym?
I mean, the gym was just an example.
Exactly. So the solution is not there. Maybe the solution is in my bedroom. I can do it in my bedroom.
What are you going to do in your bedroom?
Oh, okay. So you now you don't know.
Go and ask those who have 50 children whether the bedroom solved it.
It is a bedroom.
It's not the
Everything
bedroom.
is being done in the
It's
bedroom.
not the bedroom, my
50
guy.
children where? 50 children where?
50 children in the bedroom, but they are not strong. The fact that you have a lot of children doesn't mean you're a strong man.
No, but what?
It's a
what-
Ghanaian mentality. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If a thief comes here right now, you say, Bearman, bra. We a Bearman.
me say bema mran, it doesn't mean that they won't no.
No,
You see,
master, you have to be
men
like
na ma
something.
woman no, they will stand and fight.
Them man, bro, they'll
See,
stand and
see,
fight.
see, see,
You yourself, you are not going to the gym. You want your
I'm
children
coming.
to go and beat thieves.
I'm coming. Say nyame kupon ka say men man krampo mbra, ne men man na wabo mo no. They will stand first. Now, if IGP say that my men, we are going to fight, is the men that under IGP. So the men, the one that I've given birth to. So it's not just about
Please,
what you are saying.
it doesn't work that way.
That's how it
It
works.
doesn't work that way.
That's how it works. So
My guy, it doesn't work. Don't let your children come and fight your battles for you. Fight, be the man. Set a good example.
I am a man.
So set a good example for your children to follow. Don't say, "If we are biting, man, bra, munko bono." Wa bubida.
Before a
Wa
man,
oti wa bubida.
My
Ah,
day.
okache omuko buewi.
that tells you that don't joke with me.
Hey.
That tells you that don't joke with me.
Eh,
I am fully
Charlie,
loaded. All right, thank you for joining. This is Arthur, and this is how we end this episode. But guys, trust me, Royal Express Delivery and Logistics is the G's in town. They are the best delivery service in Ghana. Make sure you patronize them. Make sure you use their service. I love them because their service is quite superb. You get to know where the dispatch rider has got into. You get to know where everything is. So make sure you patronize Royal Express Delivery and Logistics. The name still remain the same, King James. Catch you up in another episode. Bless up.